Hey everybody, it's Zypic, and right before the video starts, I want to mention I really apologize for the lack of recent uploads. I'm actually away on vacation right now, and I planned originally to have 3 videos to upload throughout my trip. And 2 of those 3 videos use the stair bunker, which is now patched, and so I found it pointless to upload it. But anyway, here is the 3rd video which I originally planned to upload. It's a simple floor stacking tutorial, which will teach you what to do, and also what mistakes to avoid. Also, this is a new, very common way to floor stack nowadays, so you'll be able to use this on pretty much any base build that you find with floor stacking. But if you would like to use one of my base builds, it will be in the top right corner and also at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get right on to the tutorial. We're going to be building on a flat surface, but you guys can also do this on a hill or even on rocky terrain. We're going to start by spamming the crouch button. Make sure the foundation stays in the middle of your screen so it doesn't move away or towards the player when you crouch. Our goal is to get our first foundation placed just a little bit lower than the height of a standing foundation. After we place in our first foundation, we're going to only use the keys A or D to move to the right or left and place in our second foundation standing up normally. We can now use these walls to check if we have a gap in between our foundations. Notice that our first 2 foundations were overlapping because they were so close together. If there's any gap in the wall whatsoever, the TC will not cover both privileges, and you'll also get some unplaceable foundations later on. Now here you can see there's no gap in our walls, so you may think the floor stacking will work. However, when we test it with our triangles, you can see that we can only place in the top layer of flooring beforehand. You can see how there's no gap in between the layers, and this is an issue because if the top layer gets broken, we are unable to replace it. Notice if we build in the bottom layer first, followed by the top, it comes up as red. Notice that even on this build, there's a small space in between the 2 triangles, and yet it still comes up as unplaceable. But anything larger than this gap should work. Now finally, let me show you guys an example of a completed floor stack. If you've watched any of my other floor stacking base designs, you'll notice that this is the exact way I start all of them. You may think it's quite a large gap, but if we use some triangle floor frames, you guys can see exactly how close we built it. We can upgrade them to stone to see just how small the gap is now. As you can see, this is about as close as we're going to get with the floor stacking. We're going to go ahead and demolish this structure and restart one more time, but this time we're going to intentionally cause a gap in our foundation. I get quite a few comments in every floor stacking tutorial with people commenting about how their foundations are showing up as red. There are 2 reasons for why your foundations are showing up as red and not blue. One of these may just be because of the terrain around you, and the other one is because of the small gap we made when we started building the foundations. Either way, when you guys build bases like this, make sure you're looking out for that gap in your walls before you guys begin building. Now of course, if you guys haven't watched any base builds with floor stacking just yet, I definitely recommend you guys go check it out if you're interested in building, because it's really cool and you can do a bunch of different things that you would never be able to do with normal foundations. For example, the stability bunker that I'm building right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video or learned something about floor stacking in one way or another. And before I wrap everything up, I want to say really quickly, thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. It's really awesome to be here now. I'm going to start uploading consistently again when September begins, so look out for all those. And thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.